I'll tell you when. Go. So, hey everyone, I'm Aeon Frodo, and this is Xenoblade Chronicles New Game Plus Any %. So with New Game Plus, we get we complete a file, and we have special things from the file, such as weapons, levels, skills, and gems. Also, cutscene skips are really quick. So we start with the game playing as Dunban, and we use an art called Thunder to take out all these enemies very quickly.
Victory is sweet. I'm alive, no matter what.
And we take out the last guy with Steel Strike.
Steel Strike!
So after this first battle, we equip our gems, because we don't have them equipped after the file. Menuing is very hard. But what these gems do is they increase my attack power, and they also increase my invisibility to the enemies, and... Ah, no, I'm stopping up, no. Menuing is the final boss of this game. So after the first two encounters of the game, we're able to move about freely around the world. And as you may have noticed, because the Quick Step 6, we move so much faster than usual. We move around 25% faster, and also because I'm playing on a 50 hertz setting, which was why I had to start a lot earlier, was because you run 45% faster compared to 60 hertz. It's a really interesting thing about this game. So it effectively makes a PAL version the fastest version of the game. So the main premise of the run is to be able to optimize all these fights to defeat the enemies very quickly, and there's very little randomness that can happen. But there's one fight that can be random, but that's much later in the run. So speaking of optimizing menus, we don't have to do a menu on Human Fiora. So because we already have an item that has a gem already installed in it, which is called Quick Step 3, which makes it run 15% faster. So now we're going to quick travel to the fortress. This is going to be used a lot in the game in order to cut down walking distance, and we're going to use quick travel in a very unconventional manner later in the run, but I'll go over that later in the run. So about the skills that are equipped on everyone, I can't really show you the skill menu, otherwise it wastes time. But basically, every skill that a character has learned over the game is already equipped onto the character. So I don't need to equip skills or do special skill links where you can equip another character's skill, provided that the shape of the skill is the same. And you can equip up to 5 of each character that's in your party. So this is Tephra Cave. At this moment, this area is not really important. We just have to go through it in order to get to the next part of the game. Oh, wow. The enemy placement is so bad. This jump is harder than usual. There we go. So here we have our first battle. I'm going to aim for the other guy, and my party members will take him out, and then I'll take out the other guy with Stream Edge. Stream Edge is a really wide attacking move, and it's very useful to take out a bunch of enemies at once. In early game, it's pretty easy to take out a bunch of enemies, especially because they're extremely low level compared to Shulk and the party. But later on in the game, it gets much harder to be able to one-shot, and then you can't one-shot these fights. So during this battle, I don't have the haste logs on, so I'm going to take him out with backslash, because backslash has the fastest animation out of all Shulk's attacks moves. So these mechons are really hypersensitive, especially even though I have Cloak 6 on. But they don't really do anything. So the next couple of battles, Tree makes very quick work with these guys.
Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. Stream! Now it's right time.
So the upcoming fight, I'm going to use focus attacks on one guy while I aim for the other guy. This is mainly because I have to move to the other end of the battlefield.
Right, you're a lot. Let's
Okay.
focus our efforts.
Wow,
No problem.
that was okay.
A
little bit sloppy. So here is the first fight against Metalface. Now, bosses have a HP cap, so I can't damage him once he's still halfway. And once he's halfway, I can do a thing called lag reduction, so you can't see a Metalface on the screen, but he's obviously there. So until the game says, hey, the fight's ending, which he does with a special attack, and then I can go to the next phase of the fight. But you had to reach half or a certain amount of HP first. And now I'm going to finish off that stage. So the second visit to Tephra Cave has more to it. Oh, and those blue orbs there, they're collectibles. I want to avoid them later on in the game, but not now. And right here I jump, and I take full damage. And this is very important to remember for a little bit later on in the game. So I'm going to fight a bunch of spiders, and I'm going to use a move called Monado Cycling, which takes them all out.
This is the Monado's power! I'm really feeling it. Yeah, Shulk. Get stuck.
I feel it too, Shulk. So one of the big reasons the new game is a little bit inconsistent is because you have to attract the Skeeter up to the top level of this lake. Oops. And then you have to try to get a block off and go into like an end game area for New Game. But for New Game Plus, we don't do that. But basically what it does in New Game is get you to from level 8 to level 50, which is crazy, and it saves several hours off that run. Anyway, I'm up against Spider Queen now, and I can take it out without the vision activating like that. The vision is usually scripted if you take a second too long. So some people are wondering why the game isn't a widescreen, and that's because I'm using composite cables. Well, I'm using a composite setup, which, oops, I thought there was a cutscene there, but yeah. So basically, running the game on 50 hertz and the screen being smaller actually makes your movement speed 45% faster. So this is one of the larger areas of the game, and there are several ways we can, and there's a way we can go across this area really quickly. And one of these ways is to not go to where the arrow is pointing towards. And this is because I'm collecting a landmark early. Otherwise I have to travel back through this distance again. And this saves about 40 seconds, I think. I also had to watch out for orbs, because if I collect those orbs, a vision activates and that just wastes time. Because I'm not interested in collecting orbs. So right now I've got the landmark and now I'm going to my destination. So this fight is where positioning is really important to taking these guys out. If I'm not in the right spot, I won't be able to take them out and throw them out at the same time. And that saves several seconds. So I'm supposed to go across the plain, but instead I can just quick travel to the landmark. This saves me encountering the territorial rock bar, which for those people that have started a new game, they usually come across that guy and die to him. He's a little A1 monster. So we're about to get our third party member, which is Shala, and she's like literally the worst party member ever. Even though she's a healer, she is the worst healer ever. But she does have it useless in this run though. But it's not because of any healing or buffs or deep buffs that she can do. This is also one of the sections of the game where you can't really use quick travel, even though I have that landmark there, because the game just forces you to not quick travel.
Something's counting.
I just want to show this off. But once I'm across this bridge, I have to focus on the area in front of me. That could have been bad. I accidentally collected an orb. Whoops. But anyway, we just run, instead of going up towards the path, we run towards the cave. And this activates a cutscene earlier than usual than going on to the path.
And you being heard really well, so it's good.
Okay, so upcoming is a boss battle where you automatically get Monado speed at the start of it. But it isn't really of any use since we're all level 99 and really powerful. So we did with this backslash guy. He's out of there.
Above! Let's get it!
And here we had the backslash edge. We first get rid of a little bit more each HP. So we had to do stream edge there. And this fight is another case of you have to use HP barrier and then wait for his special move to activate. Okay, open up. New Game Plus. New Game Plus is... Oh, you mean New Game or... Oh, alright, yeah. New Game is about 5.5 hours. But it's very inconsistent. Oops.
We're here to go fast. We haven't got time for leveling playing in strat. Kick shit in the face and have to die.
Alright, so the next part of the run is actually one of the hardest. In fact, the next area, well, not the next area, but the next area afterwards, has a strat that's in New Game Plus, but not in New Game. And it makes the New Game Plus version of the strategy really difficult. And it's in fact harder than the New Game version.
Thank you. You might be right. Someone's got it.
Alright, so the next area is the Ether Mine. And as I said, it has a really difficult strat in New Game Plus that makes it harder than the New Game strat of it. So basically, right now, there's a global cycle going on and I really have to make it. Problem is, I only really have like a second or two of leeway and it's really difficult to make it. So my movement has to be really, really good. And I also can't really pick up any orbs. If the orb happens to be a love crane, I will get a vision, and the vision wastes 6 seconds and it makes it impossible to get the trick.
It's actually so cool. Because I've got my solution underneath. I'm used to the color.
And here's a bit of randomness right here. So against these Mechon, this guy is moving to the right, which is really annoying. But fortunately, I was able to take the rest of those guys out quickly. So I'm a little bit unsure whether I would make it or not. So I'll just see when I get into the main area.
It's literally there for you guys to have. I'm probably only going to have one today because
Also, that's a unique monster there, and he spotted me. I hope he doesn't attract other enemies, otherwise this is probably going to be impossible to pull off. Good.
connection. This is going to be pretty good.
Alright, so this is the main area of the Aether Mine, which is the central pit. And this is probably the most vertical level in the game. And it is very high, and I wish I could jump down, but I will die immediately because of fall damage. And it's impossible. I can't make it. So I have to do a save here. And then reload, and that resets the cycle. If I could make the jump, I would take a bit of fall damage, and then I have to do another jump in order to save more time. So it's really impossible to make this cycle here, even if you get the fastest strat. Alright, so this wall here is a suggestion. You're supposed to fight 2 Mechon, but you know, I could just walk through the wall. But I have to fight these 2 Mechon because they're in the way of my destination. So yeah, unfortunately we can't do more of that stuff.
Dream Edge! We win!
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Also, right now I'm on another really tight cycle, but I fortunately defeated those Mechon really quickly. If I didn't defeat those Mechon as fast as I did, I'll be very likely to miss the next cycle. Ooh, I'm a little bit worried about that. So we're up against Sword again. But I just backslash him. And the reason why I backslash him instead of doing an auto attack is because I don't have the haste gloves on.
If you want to, you can plug your incentive.
Right, so at the end of this, so after this run is completed, I'm actually going to fight a super boss, but we need some donations because there are 5 super bosses and I can only have time to fight 1. So it'll be cool to get some donations in for Child's Play.
Just tell us which one. Tell you which ones they can be fought.
Alright, so the super bosses that can be fought are Avalanche Albacete, Blizzard Belgus, Dispel Garci, and Ancient Daedella, and Farmer Marcus. And I missed the cycle. Cool.
So we have nothing on any.
Nice.
One person just.
I probably missed the cycle because I missed the elevator switch, which doesn't happen usually. It's usually because I missed the 2 Mechon. But that's okay. So again, we're up against Sword. I have to backslash him, and then Ryan would help me kill him. So thanks, Ryan.
Well, does it count? Fighting the final markers and Avalanche. Have a seat.
This is the Monado.
Alright, so here this fight, I can use Monado Buster, and it should take out most of them. It is possible to take out all 4 of them, but it's very difficult to. Excuse me? How did I not backslash him? That's weird. So, what was that?
Oh, someone asked you a question. Does finding final markers and Avalanche Apathy at the same time count?
So someone asked me if fighting Final Marcus and Avalanche Apathy at the same time count. It depends on RNG. It really does. Yeah. Anyway, so this section here, it automatically has a thunderstorm happening. So if you happen to want to kill any any unique monster that only appears in the thunderstorm, like there's a special quest with Dwight Eldorado, you just go to that area and kill him just right away, because this area is scripted to have a thunderstorm happen. Also, we do keep Charlotte in our party. This is mainly because we'll waste time just doing a menu.
It's like, hang on. There's others. Hold on. I think it's one of those.
Anyway, this is Sator Marsh. This area is really known for its low visibility because there's a weather effect called fog that sometimes rolls in. It hasn't rolled in recently for me, but it could happen in the middle of exploring the area. But the main objective here is to collect all the radiants.
This chick is
So we jump in the water at first in order to not go as slow all the time, because water slows you down.
special ones. So why not?
So before I go into the poison marsh, and also it's starting to get foggy, so that's interesting. Yeah, the weather effects are pretty dynamic in this game. They just happen suddenly. Anyway, so the poison swamp will reduce your HP steadily. But I won't be in it for too long. But I have to go through here in order to collect the radiant. And we go back to the landmark, because going back through the swamp, the poison swamp, is really long. So right here, I actually can get spotted by a unique monster that can only appear in the fog. And he's there, he's there.
Real. It's starting to happen.
So as I'm collecting this second radiant up here, I have to be careful of a unique monster that can spot me if he turns around and looks at the radiant. If that happens, I do have backup strats, which involves, one of them involves killing him, one involves running away, and turning around. That time we'll just wait for him, because it's a bit faster to do that.
I'm doing this right. It's like providing.
instead of going straight towards the statues and the next landmark and to get the quest for the Radiance, I'm actually gonna go towards the Radiance actually straight away. And in doing so, I actually get this landmark as well. And this saves around 10 seconds just doing this. Oh, well, that was weird. So collecting the final Radiant, I have to do a special waterfall jump, but most of the time it doesn't make it. Basically there's like a couple of frames where you can actually jump off that waterfall and you get so much momentum off it, it's really nice. So once I collect the final Radiant, I can go back to the statues. Also, it's foggy again. Wow. The weather. So this Nopon talks for the longest time about the Radiants, but I already got them all. So I just had to put them where I'm prompted to. So this bird here, I just do a free arc that has the quick damage.
Good thing I'm here. No?
And because of the fast
Anyone?
walking speed,
Nice
I can
job.
I can possibly get to the stairs and get boosted up from them. But unfortunately, I didn't make it in time. So right now we're going to climb up this wall, and your biggest enemies are literally your party members. They tend to get in your way all the time. So, wow, Charlotte, please, wow.
I ain't got time for your shit. We're gonna go fast in our own way.
Okay. Ryan almost got me off again. Ryan. Wow.
I don't think there's one at all.
So fortunately there wasn't too much of Argy Barge there. So this area right here is the Bionis interior. This area isn't really important until later in the game. But I am going to save here though. And this is to reset a cycle. So basically there's a sprout at the end of this passage here, and I have to save and reload in order to reset the cycle. That's supposed to be stomach acid. Pretty disgusting. Or lung acid. Is lung acid really a thing? No.
Just sit there going, why does he have a radio at the top of this? I was like,
Alright, so we're in Mac in the Forest right now. There's not an awful lot that happens in the first part, but in the second part there's a little bit that goes on. So the most important thing to do is to get the Agni Plate landmark. This is so I can go back to it a little bit later, or pretty soon actually. Also, I love the scenery. Again, for the donation incentive, I can only fight one super boss at the end of the run. And there are 5 of them. So you can choose between the Avalanche Albacy or Final Marcus or the Spark Arsene. Just to let you know, super bosses are enemies above the level cap, so they will pose a challenge and there's a probability that I may die against them. Right, so here we have Shulk alone, and this is the reason why I grabbed the Agni Tablet landmark. And hopefully I'll make this jump. There is the, if I don't jump far enough, I can die, but I didn't. So this fight right here really stretches the limit to Stream Edge's first strike tower. Fortunately, I took them all out, but if you're too far away, you can't take them all out. Also, I need to focus on this menu here. Alright, so now I officially have Dunban in my party. Dunban has a chance, with the gems I equipped, Dunban has a chance, 75% chance to reduce the enemy's physical defense. And he can also double attack, so he has an incredibly high chance to lower the enemy's physical defense. And this is important for enemies later on in the game. And melee gets quick step because I am going to have to play as her later on in the game. So right now I just entered Frontier Village, which is again a more vertically a vertical area, and it's also really easy to fall off and just die, especially if you fall off from some really high place. But the most important thing is to get up to almost the top as quickly as you can and collect the landmark called the Chief's Residence. Also, Ricky's the party member will be getting really soon. So there's Chief's Residence, which is the landmark I have to get. And there's the destination, which is Melia. And it's tempting as it is to jump down this bed to menu there, because it's faster. Nice, I got the jump there. That camera angle is really awkward. So right now we have to collect Ricky's weapon and armor, because he is Hero Pawn. So we're back in Magna Forest in order to take out a Telethia, or as Ricky calls it, a Dino Beast. So, oh goodness, this might be bad. Oh, good. So yeah, we have to go out and take him out, but there's a few high-level monsters in the way, including level 98 monsters that can potentially spot you. So the level 98 monster is that dinosaur over there. He is literally called Dinosaurus. So if he happens to spot me, he will chase after me. And because Shulk is the glass cannon, he can easily die. Even at level 99, because the monster's level 98. Oh wow, okay, that's weird. I never had that happen before. So right now we just we're going to fight the Dino Beast, but first he has an HP cap.
Let's focus our efforts. On it. I'm powering up.
We do take down.
We move at the same pace. Everyone, make a run for
And
it.
unfortunately I did get the lag reduction shot because I did not run away. But now I can take out this Dino Beast here. And I can do it in one shot with a backslash if I get in the right spot. So this is why we get the Chief's Residence, so we can go back up easily. It's the closest landmark to the destination. It only takes like 2 seconds to get to, compared to like the couple of seconds we waste going down from the Prophecy Hut. So the transport guide takes us to the next area of the game, which is Era C. And Era C is a really vast area, but it's absolutely beautiful if a comet weather condition comes up. Unfortunately, it's just plain weather.
That's twice now that you just come in to hang out.
Alright, so this is Alchemoth. It's just the capital city of the special area. I don't really care about much. I just want to get through as quickly as I can. We also get to control Melia here, which is why I could do a quick step on her earlier. And she's playable for 3 parts of the game. So that's why we have to equip quick step on her. We also have items that are already filled with gems that increase her attack, because there's one sequence where there is combat with her. So this room, we're going to be coming to this room 8 times over the course of the next 10 minutes. So it can get a bit confusing when you don't know the sequence of events that happen in the game, which is why it's really important when running a game, you play it casually first. So right now, I have to save this guy from a couple of enemies. And they're not that hard to take out. Alright, so this lighthouse guy will tell us, oh, that our friends are in danger, we have to help them.
Yes?
Oh yeah, by the way, you shouldn't save your game here. There's a chance that this game can actually soft lock after you kill these enemies, which we do by luring them in, and then we take them all out of the stream edge.
We're the best!
Not bad.
But yeah, just
Not bad
don't
at all.
save here.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Yeah, there's a soft lock, and it's a pretty nasty soft lock that makes your game file uncompletable. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So we're going to go back to the room we were just in. And it's also raining. Wow, the weather changes really quickly.
Yes?
So we're going to go to this room and we're going to fight the assassins. They're usually immune to the Monado, but because I have the true Monado, they're not immune to that. So they're gonna get wrecked. But not all of them though, not all of them at once, because some are guards ones, and they have more defense.
Okay.
And this means they're taken out relatively quickly, though, thanks to my party members. So right now, Melia is in danger, and we have to go to the high tier tomb to save her. Oh, I thought I didn't make that jump. So in the High Enter Tomb, we play as Melia here, and Melia actually has a combat sequence here. And there is some strats we do to make this a bit quicker than usual. So I also have to keep in mind that Melia is the only one that can get these paths to appear right in front of her. If I don't remember that for a little bit later on, I will fall off the edge and lose a bunch of time because I forget I'm not Melia. And it hasn't happened to me, but it has happened to several people that have run this category before. So against these two enemies right here, I use Summon Ice. And that takes them both out.
Manifest yourself.
Because the damage
It's flowing through me.
and I retreat immediately, and then the damage over time kills them, and I run away before that. And I don't have to go through the animation while they die. So right now I'm back to the main party, and we're gonna rescue Melia. So again, I have to remember I'm not playing as Melia, so there won't be a golden path that appears right in front of me. Okay, so here, if you play as Melia, a path appears in front of you, but as any other character, you don't get any paths, so you just run straight ahead, you just fall off the edge, and you lose several minutes to get back here. So against this guy, just spam arts against him. First backslash because that's the most damage.
Now it's right time. Electric Dustbuster.
So again, this is one of those sequences where your allies can get in your way while you're climbing. What? I just phased through Ryan. That's never happened before. So this upcoming fight is a little bit technical actually. You can't, there's two enemies, there's a Telefia and Tarea. And to do this fight quickly, we actually had to sacrifice our first strike and use the Shadow Eye in order to get the Telefia off.
I will not let the throne be sullied.
You're really getting into this, bro.
And this is in order to damage the boat. And Tarea is taking out, and yeah. That was actually a really good fight. Sometimes this fight can go really slowly, but other than that, that was a really good fight.
Yes?
So the next part of the run is the Prison Island sequence. This does have a lot of movement and really not a lot going on. Wait, I went to the wrong area. I am silly. Wow, that's a first. I forgot I was supposed to visit Melia first. Poor Melia. So now that we have Melia in the party, we can actually go to the throne room now, instead of early. Also, it's raining. That's kind of rare that happens. So, unfortunately, this is one of the parts where quick travel is disabled, so we can't go to the entrance of Alchemoth and just go to the next cutscene. We have to walk all the way from the palace to the entrance of Alchemoth. There's only one small thing I could do to make this faster, which is to get a quick dive, which I didn't get. It's very hard to get it though, but it saves like 2 seconds. Oh, it's a thunderstorm too, wow. And on these conveyor belts, we usually jump on them, because it's faster than our normal walking speed. Wow, I got one. So right here, I go to the right side first, and this is because later on, during a quick travel sequence, it's a bit faster to only press up once and twice, and that's really the reason why I go right first. So one of the disadvantages of playing on 50 Hz as opposed to 60 Hz is that this map screen takes longer to activate during these sequences. It's a little bit strange that it does that during only this part of the game, but I suppose because the area is really huge and it just had a cutscene just triggered. So here is a unique monster that will try to fight me, but I could just ignore him. Sometimes he gets out of my way, but he didn't. Hey, it's not raining. So now that I activated the portal to Prison Island, I had to fight a mini boss. He's not too hard to take down, but I do have to remember to use a move called Battle Soul, and this fills up my talent gauge. It's actually really important for me to occasionally fill up my talent gauge,
Now it's right time. I'm feeling it.
so I can have a chance to use Buster against Middle Face again. Unfortunately, it didn't fill up, so that means I can't use another Buster against him, which saves a couple of seconds. the first is that the prison island is not really much except walking through the area and then fighting Metalface at the end. And occasionally changing the camera around in order to get at the beginning to get your position right and go up the stairs and go to the next area of the game. Alright, so because we don't have Buster against Metalface, I'll just open with a backslash.
Powering up. Electric blast. We move at the same pace.
So this is another sequence where I can't quick travel. Again, it's a little bit annoying, but fortunately it's short. So that's the last time we go into that room, and this will be the second last part of Alchemoth. Alright, so now we're out. We're going to go out Alchemoth finally. Again, we jump on the conveyor belts because it's faster. So we go to Magna Forest for a short time again, but this time we only really had to go for a short walk. And the only thing that's really annoying about this is sometimes the Eluga blocks your way, but fortunately he didn't. So the next area is a really beautiful area of the game. It's also an area of the game that houses 2 super bosses. So if you want to get your donations in for that, please do so. The 2 super bosses that are here, no, not 2, there's 3. The 3 super bosses that are here are Final Marcus, Avalanche Albacete, and Blizzard Belgus. Did I just jump? This run's weirding me out. Economist? Yes, there is. The loads are significantly slower on the Wii, as opposed to Wii U Virtual Console, and there's also a way. You can also run the game at 50 Hz if you own a Power Console, And 50 hertz is faster just for movement speed. So right here is going to be the first instance of what we call a landmark warp. So even though we just got a landmark, we were further from it than when we were, than where the landmark was at. So we can use that to our advantage and just go to the landmark immediately, even as we get it, yeah. And this is a very slippery slide. It has very weird physics. Alright, so we're going to the lava cave first, just to pick up the landmark. It's a bit faster than actually going to the landmark from the story point, which the game wants us to go to. Alright, once I get this landmark, I can actually go to it immediately, and then it'll go immediately to the cutscene, as opposed to just walking into the cutscene, which is slightly faster. And now that I have the lava, now that I'm prompted to go to the lava cave, I can go to it immediately, instead of just walking to it. So this unique monster, thank you, he spotted me.
Take this! Battle's yours!
I just can't go too far forward, otherwise the lava will kill me.
Whoa! We win! But we mustn't be careless. Who else wants some?
So right as we turn this corner, we're going to approach a boss arena. The boss arena is middle face, but he's out of his mech on this time. And the most interesting thing about this boss fight, to make it quick, is you have to move to the left side of the boss. Yeah, the left side of the boss. Because he is actually left-handed, and you actually trigger Shulk's auto attack if you move to the right. And we want to keep our first attack, so in order to do a backslash on him that does a lot of damage for him.
We move at the same pace.
And that got him down to his health with only 2 moves. If you don't go to his left, it takes you free art to finish him off. I heard about the 3DS version. Before the Wii U version came out, it was the fastest, but the Wii U version came out and the loads are quicker on that version. And the 3DS version apparently crashes a lot, although I have not experienced that. Anyway, so we're back at the beginning of the game, which is Sword Valley. This is where the first fight took place with Dunban and his party. And right here, I really don't want to jump towards Dixon right here. I accidentally did that in one of my runs, and it really messed me up because I ended up talking to the other guy behind him. So in Sword Valley, we do a bit of landmark warping, and we do take the fastest route through the area. So upcoming is Ged Fortress, and as we get the landmark, we're going to immediately walk in front of it. And this saves a few seconds. I thought I didn't hit that switch, that was a little bit weird. Fortunately the gates take forever to open, so I didn't lose time there. Now, I could landmark walk here, but it doesn't really make a difference if I do it or not, so I just walk. Instead, I landmark walk here. And this takes me on the other side of the fortress where I need to go. So yeah, it just put me on the other side, even though I'd never been there before. So up here is a little shortcut that I wasn't really aware of until I speed ran this game. It's really nice to when speedrunning like games, you just find certain things that you didn't really know about the game until you actually speedrun it. So upcoming is the final fight against Metalface. We won't be seeing him again after the next fight. The funny thing is, I actually don't use Buster against him here, and it's actually faster to not use Buster. He took a bit to kill though. So there's two ways to go about this. You can either stay on the top half and not jump down here. But the problem is you'll encounter unique monsters, and if you jump down, you can't recover your health. So this is why I take this path right here, because I can actually heal up the full damage I take. So this next area here is Galahad Fortress. Galahad Fortress is very interesting movement-wise, as well as there are some fights that I really have to be pretty good on in order to make them fast. And it's very easy to stuff up some of the fights too. So up here, this is really the last use of First Strike. I'm taking out this guy without proccing the other guys that jump down.
Who else wants some?
And this is so I can get the key for the lift. Wow, it's really hard to press buttons. So upcoming is a unique monster skip. Unique monsters are more powerful versions of certain monsters. Hopefully I'm not too close for them. That looks pretty close. Yep, gone.
straight away.
So I just skipped fighting him. You're supposed to fight him in order to hit the switch. And the reason why I'm able to skip him is because I have Earth Cloak on. Earth Cloak 6. Oops.
Ready?
Didn't mean to do that.
Yep. Yeah, then go from there to all the plumbing stuff. That's good luck, hang up. Doing
Oh. Okay. I was very close to getting that unique monster's aggro on me. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Anyway, so this next fight coming up is a little bit complicated, and these guys won't go down in one shot. So I'm going to activate Mana Buster. Hopefully I hit a few of them. And then I'll hit a few of them with Stream Edge. And then I'll take out the rest. That was extremely good though. That was an extremely good fight. This fight can go really badly, especially if you don't get a few of the monsters there. Now I have a little bit of a challenge to not increase my talent gauge. And I've pretty much failed that. It's actually really hard not to increase your talent gauge too much there. This is for quite later on. And it's also faster to go for Gold Face other than face Nemesis because it ends the fight quickly. So at this point in the story, we're separated from our party members, and we need to get them all back together again. And we also gain our final party member in this sequence. So that means I have to equip gems on there, and Shulk as well. So I'm clicking back attack because right now first attack would not do much anymore. Oh, oops, didn't do that. Also, this area is like my favorite area of the game. It's really lovely. There's also a super boss in this area, so if you'd like to donate for the Ancient Daedella, that'd be awesome. So I rarely get these guys all at once. And wow, that guy just ran away. Cool. That's a bit of randomness right there that lost me a bit of time, but that's okay. I also filled up the talent gauge, which is going to be bad for the upcoming fight. So right now I'm controlling right. And alley-oop indeed. And for this particular fight, I will be playing as Ryan instead of Shulk because going into menus wastes time.
Go for this one!
Okay.
So I use focus attacks and then wall sweep, so they can take out this guy first and then use sword drive on the last guy. This is also one of the reasons why I equipped the quick step on Ryan, because you actually control them through the sequence.
Alley-oop!
Whoa, I
Alley-oop!
did not jump in time. Oh well. So the quick step gem I gave Dunban way back in Magna Forest will now come into effect right here, because I'll be controlling him for almost the rest of this area. So the first thing I do before I go to the hidden Machina village is to actually grab this landmark that's right ahead of me. This is to save a little bit of time later on. Whoa, the camera. So we all have a party together, but we're still playing as Dunban. This is because we're just moving around the area and there's pretty much no more combat for this area. So that's why we collected the landmark earlier, so we can go to it immediately, instead of going out of the hidden Machina village the normal way. So I'm picking this landmark up quickly here, and then returning to the beach to collect the piezoelectric unit. But I have to make it there before the unique monster comes there, otherwise I'm going to be spotted by a unique monster, and that's going to cause some problems. And going back here, and even though I still have the piezoelectric unit and can continue on with the game, I have to go to the next landmark in order, and it is slightly faster to go there first than to continue on with the main quest. And hopefully I won't talk to Voltac here. If I talk to Voltac, he'll waste 20 seconds of your time, and it's terrible.
Welcome.
So this is where I could change my party now. I'll change my party to the best party for the situation here. So I've done and Shulk and Fiora. So, upcoming there is a bulkhead that takes a really long time to open. Like it takes around 20 to 25 seconds to open it up. But you can skip that animation entirely through landmark warping. And it's open, just immediately. So the next area of the game is Mykonos Field. We're finally actually on the Mykonos. And it is a very movement technical area. There's also one very difficult jump that I have to pull off to get a good time and to make early cycles. And also the conveyor belts are super fast, so we just jump on them and it's really funny. yeah, the screen here may go crazy. Yep.
Ah!
Alright, so this is the area where I had to perform this jump. It is not an easy jump to pull off, and it's a little bit harder on 50 Hz than on 60 Hz as well, because not only do you move faster, but you fall faster too. So that's one thing I must keep in mind.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Right, nice. Almost fell off though, that was a bit close. But basically that skips going all the way around, going up another floor, going down a lift. Basically it saves 2 minutes. Fiora. Okay, so right here, I'm going to try to skip this unique monster. Nice, I did it. He's kind of, it's very difficult to skip him, as if you like jump in a little too close, he just spots you. And you can't hit any switches when a monster spots you. And Earthquake Cloak makes this trick entirely possible as well. But even with Earth Cloak, it's very hard to skip him. Okay, so during this section right here, after we go on the conveyor belts, we're going to get a little quest that tells us to activate the switches in order to open the door at the very end. And I want to go right first. And going right first allows me to do a trick where I can get a landmark and a switch pretty quickly. So I just got the landmark where I I got the landmark where I can activate the middle switch instead of just going to another trip there. Now recently I have missed this jump in practice quite a bit, so hopefully I won't. And I didn't, that's nice. I've been stuffing that jump up recently, so I'm glad I got it. If only this run can have more Ricky. I almost went back to the same landmark I was at. Although you might be able to see Ricky in the super boss battle if you donate. Oh yeah, these are like the worst guys in the universe. use of Blizzard Belgus. This is the fight against J-Face, and the biggest gimmick about this fight is in a long straight corridor where he can just shoot you from where he's standing. But because I have Earth Cloak, I'm invisible to him until I reach a certain distance in front of him.
I'm afraid you must be.
Alright, so right now he spotted me,
I see it.
and he's going to cause a vision to happen. So what this vision does is it fills up my talent gauge,
can
so
definitely
I'm
do
allowed
this.
to use Monado Buster against him, and this takes him out in one hit.
Not good enough.
And did he just catch up with me?
I'm
Anyway,
really feeling
I'm
it.
going to take this guy out in one shot, because his HP barrier is very high. So I go to the right here. This is mainly so that there's conveyor belt. So obviously it makes me move a lot quicker across the area. And the switch is also to activate the elevator at the very end. It's also on the right. So this is a central factory, and there's going to be a lot of landmark warping in here to skip barriers going down, because they take a while to go down. And I have to pay attention to this right now. So this landmark warp immediately puts me into the cutscene in front it just puts me into the cutscene, which is faster. This is a very scary drop. There was one time I was like literally an inch off the ground when I did that, and it was very close to being run over. So again, like the entry elevator, I will use the landmark warp to skip the barriers going down and get in front and be able to continue on with the game a bit quicker. So right now we've got a mission objective to make a bomb. And we're going to make a bomb out of these 3 mechons.
I'm really feeling it.
I know I can.
I'm feeling it.
It'll take more than that to slow us down.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
It's absolutely important I kill this guy quickly because he spawns allies.
Victory is
Now we're
ours.
pulling together.
Because he immediately uses a move called Knife
stay
of
focused.
Glycerin, and that attracts the big guy to the right.
Ah!
Also, that's the most you'll hear of mechanical rhythm in this run.
Yay! We win.
Let's press on.
So I'm taking out
Nice
these
job.
enemies before the big guy because it's slightly faster to do so, and
Not
it
bad
doesn't.
at all.
Right,
Let's
let's
kill
keep
one.
going.
Stream edge!
Battle start! We can definitely do this!
I feel like we can beat anything.
So I got the materials for the bomb, but I have to make the bomb first, and I have to do it, and I have to do it while skipping a unique monster because he's right in front of the switch to make it. And I believe I just skipped him, so that's really nice. It's a little bit difficult to skip him, but I did it. So another really funny thing about playing on 50 Hz is that you can move before the text box appears for this cutscene. In 60 Hz you can't do that.
Ah! Ah!
These jumps scare me sometimes. So this bunch of enemies here are pretty tough to take out quickly. We found the strat, but it isn't super consistent, but it works.
Stream
So first you stream at this guy, then we use another button to get both of them.
Just what I needed. Fiora, that's great!
Electric
Come on! All right, I'm feeling it. Looking good too, Fiora. Fiora!
And we're going to switch.
We win.
But we mustn't be careless.
Nice job.
And that's the end of Central Factory. Advance, knock on heroes. I love that cutscene. That was weird. That was a bit strange. Yeah. Alright, so we had to activate the devices in order to get the portal to the upper area where the main villain of the game is. There was a run where I got spotted by a unique monster here, and he harassed me for the longest time, and I think I lost around 10 seconds about it from it, but fortunately I didn't get spotted by him. He rarely spots you anyway from this point. It's okay. That's a unique monster that ends up running away after you run a certain distance away from him. So that wasn't bad. I got spotted by him. There are a few unique monsters that are bad to be spotted by. But none of the one unique monster in the area is really bad to get spotted by. But it rarely happens. And they just go away, basically because you just move too fast. So right here, we're gonna not go down the entire way. We're just gonna jump down here. It saves around 8 seconds. Also collecting. Hey, it's going well. Yeah. Also collecting orbs here isn't bad because no vision will activate. I got lost in the menus there for a bit. So we're finally at a point in the run where the last half an hour of the run will be a huge boss rush. So the first fight is against Jadeface again, but this time we actually defeat him, and we don't have to deal like a quarter of his HP. So the first phase here, I take the opportunity to use Battle Soul to fill up my talent gauge for the next phase of the fight.
Electric Gutbuster!
And now in this phase of the fight, I use Shadow Eye in order to get the aggro off me.
I really like her vibe.
Me too, Fiora. I'm really feeling it.
And then I use Buster in order to prevent getting locked off, getting not locked on to the boss. If you take too long during that part, you end up targeting another enemy instead of the boss. So this fight is up against the main villain of the game so far, Deckles. First, I gotta do a Shadow Eye because he's aggro on me, and then I can finally use the edge to cut down his defense, and that actually worked because backslash killed him. If the defense down didn't activate, I wouldn't have killed him one shot with backslash.
I'm feeling it. Electric Gutbuster.
Try and catch me.
Come on!
Right now I'm gonna get a light reduction strat, and it didn't work out. So yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate, but I only lost a few seconds. So speaking of huge boss rushes, I will be fighting a super boss after this run is over. But you have to donate for which super boss you want me to fight. So that's between Avalanche Albacy, Blizzard Belgus, Despot Arsene, Ancient Daedella, and Final Marcus. And I can only fight one of them at the end. So get your donations in because this run is going to be over in less than half an hour.
It's just...
Alright, so this little boss here is called the Apocrypha. So first I use Shadow Eye, and hopefully I'll pull off a defense down, which I didn't, so I had to use an extra
I won't let
move.
you go for your own. We can definitely do this! The time has come. Prepare for a chain attack. All right.
That was a really slow fight. You should have taken him out in free art so I don't have to auto attack. So now this upcoming boss fight has most of the RNG in the world in it. So against final Yaldabaoth, I'm really hoping he uses I'm really hoping he uses Chastise and then get out in time in order for him to not be moving models. Or worst case scenario, nice, he's using Chastise. But unfortunately I didn't get out in time, so he's going to use a model. But that's not as bad as worst case scenario, which is he uses a move called Manufactured Drone, and that summons
Let's focus our
drones,
efforts.
and it's really annoying. So yes, he uses energy replenish, which means he's about to activate his vision move,
Fiora! Come on, we can
which
do it!
results in something pretty spectacular. Yeah, infinite damage,
definitely do
and
this. The
so
Bionis is in
basically if I
danger.
don't kill this boss
Have
in
to
2
destroy the
minutes,
device
game over.
change the future.
And now that now that the energy device is down, I can target Yaldabaoth and finish him off, which my party members did. So thank you, Dunban. And now we don't actually play as Shulk anymore. Also spoilers.
This battle is mine, Maynard.
So I'm waiting until I get physical defense down, and then I can use Sword Drone X, which does 10 hits at once.
Excuse for a god.
And when using another buster, I use an art in order to not get pushed back. So, fun fact, you can actually die in that fight in New Game Plus, but not in New Game. And that's because you don't have a weapon called Manus Monado. So anyway, so the new character I will be playing as is Ryan.
Is it time?
Yeah, it's Ryan time. This is a scene for that.
Windy.
So you're probably wondering why we can't play as Ryan earlier, and that's because his arts take a long time to actually attack all the enemies, as well as against a single enemy you need to use 2 buff moves, and one of them does take his talent gauge. So again, talent gauge management is really important as well. Especially with Ryan, because we have no other way to build his talent gauge quickly enough without using auto attacks and some arts. And they don't fill up half the gauge like Shulk's Battle Soul. So this next fight is a little bit RNG when it ends, but basically we want to actually use our combo move, Berserker, Magnum Charge, then Sword Drive, and that's going to be our bread and butter for the next couple of for pretty much all the battles towards the end of the game.
baby.
This is considerably faster than using control
Now it's right.
because you just wipe out enemies, bosses so quickly. And also this Telepia wants to aim for Fiora. But yeah, now we just wait until the boss fight decides to end. Also, I'm facing the camera this way to reduce lag. Bye, Fiora. So, do you remember Melia? We get to control her again. For this one last little sequence. So the only thing to note with movement right here is I have to aim this jump to land on jumps. And that's really it for Melia. Although I do have to remember to change my party order because she'll be default to the front of my party. And I don't want her to be the front of my party, I want Ryan.
Go for this one.
Understood.
Okay, now we're getting started.
Right. Keep up that momentum.
Powering up.
Worldly smash.
Where's the last guy? There he
Bring
is.
it on.
One hit kill. Or something.
I got a bit of ending lag there. Usually that happens only with Ryan's sword drive, but I guess it happened with another move that I wasn't aware of.
Go for this one.
Okie dokie. You're a lifesaver.
Now it's right time.
I just quickly filled my talent gauge because I need it for a certain boss fight that's coming up very soon. And I absolutely need the talent gauge full.
Go for this one.
Understood.
Also, there's a skill that when Aurora activates around Ryan, that the aggro goes off him. So I'm immediately able to go to the back of the enemy and do extra damage. So we're in the Bionis interior again, except now the Bionis is more lively on the inside, and it's pretty gross, yeah. Yeah, so this area is supposed to be a bit of a maze, but I obviously know the right path and it's quite simple. But the next boss fight is it's called Lorafina, and she's pretty much known for saying you'll pay for your insolence a whole bunch of times. And she's also one of the toughest bosses in the game casually, as she has these auras around her called Nebula, and basically they increase her defense by a ton. And even at max level, you can't do a lot of damage with those nebulas around her, especially as Ryan. But we do have a move that is really powerful against them, and it's actually the most effective strat against her. And they'll be coming up like really soon. Alright, so I'm almost at the heart, which is where we need to go. Yeah, we enter the heart. So this boss fight, what I'm going to do instead of Berserker reactive charge and full drive, I'll use Aura Burst instead, and then Wall Swing to take out the Nebulas quickly, and wait for a little bit until the aggro goes off me.
No one's gonna stop us, scumbag.
Did I take that minion? I think I did, yeah. They just and she said, so it's really nice that we get to use Aura Burst for once. And what's really nice about Aura Burst too, that it does damage over time. But we use Wall Swing to accelerate how fast the Nebula die. This is also, well, technically the second last area of the game. And we're back at Prison Island from halfway in the game. So now we're going to go into this arena and we have 2 fights, and then we have to go back around in order to get back to the arena again, which is really annoying, but there's no way to make that faster.
Go for this one!
I also have to be careful not to use my
Don't get carried away,
talent art here,
Who else wants
I've
some?
accidentally used it once in a run, and it really messed me up for the final fight in the, well, the second last fight in the area.
Yeah, go for this one.
Understood.
Victory is ours.
Right, let's keep going.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Also, the great thing at playing as Ryan is that you're...
Alley-oop.
Okay, excuse me.
Alley-oop.
Wow. I was about to say it's great that your AI party members not get in your way, but they do, even as Ryan. So thanks for making me look like an idiot. I was a little bit scared. I thought I didn't activate for a second, but I did, so that was a relief. I always had to go all around, and yeah, that would have been really bad for time. Also, if I have enough momentum and I jump at the right time, I can get a hole in one in this teleporter. I didn't quite get it. Also, this run is going to end pretty soon, and that means I'm going to fight a super boss. So, get your donations in soon. At the moment, I heard Blizzard Belgus is in front, and so if you want to see me take down another super boss, then you have to donate for it.
Yes, go for this one.
Pretty good battle.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
What a
We
bunch
did
of jokers indeed.
Take that. No, really getting wrecked.
Wow, I can't believe wow. That was a bad camera all the way. I should have just changed it. Five, 10 minutes, depending on the super boss it is.
Alley-oop.
Yes, an alley-oop. I love that jump sound. This is something though. Oh yeah, so a unique monster will spot me on this bridge, but I should be fast enough to outrun it, and it's and the allies that fought with him. Please. Wow, this one monster's just not going away.
Kill the superpowered beasts.
Oh no. I have to kill him. I can't kill him. Wow. Wow. Or I could just go down and be a fool. Okay, that was weird. That's actually never happened to me before. Like, that monster just... He really wanted to fight me. So, one funny thing about playing on 50 Hertz is the things are not quite right here. And that bell summons a dragon. If you want me to fight another dragon, you gotta donate to the super bosses.
Which super boss?
Well, the other Albany, that's the other dragon boss.
Give us a description of each boss. What are they voting for?
Right.
Yeah, I'm
So this dragon
Don't get carried away, Ryan.
Go for this one!
actually does spike damage to me, so I have to be a little bit cautious with my attacks. But after I do enough damage, I can just run away.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
I'm doing good and all, Dumban.
I don't remember asking about you.
Oh, wait.
Oh man, Dumbman's calling the elevator. Oh no,
Enough messing
not
around.
Dumbman.
Let's move on.
Huh.
So now we're at the point of no return. After we say yes.
I can... Yes.
One time I said no here. That was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, this way. That also turns the influx.
This run should end in like 3 minutes. So the second last boss in the game, he's
Go for this one!
not too hard to fight against, but at the moment, but it's really hard to get the lag reduction strat on him. I almost got it, but he was still on the screen. So again, I use Berserk, Mag Charge, and then Soul Dive. And that finishes them off really quickly. So now we're in the final area of the game. And yeah, we're in space.
Hey, it's Saturn.
Jupiter looks really pretty. Alright, so after we pass Jay faces Spirit, we're at the final boss fight. The final boss fight is in 3 phases. The second phase actually has the most health. But for the first fight, we actually have several enemies, several things to deal with.
Worldly!
It's not quite time. How can you read my movements?
Yeah. Time is obviously final hit.
Only the divine may take the
So again, we use Berserker, Magnum Charge, then Sword Die.
Yeah, let's do it.
And time is coming up after this phase.
Your existence cannot be permitted. I will destroy you. You'll be impossible. Now is the right time.
And time.
It cannot be.
And that's Xenoblade Chronicles. So I do have to reset this in order to fight the super boss that was donated for, and that was the Blizzard Belgus. And it should take, hopefully a good run take less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna time you.
So I do have a save file for super bosses. Oh, what? Why is it doing that?
Just unplug it and replug it.
Yeah, I'll unplug it, replug it. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
No one done anything for it. Oh no, I pressed the minus button. Man, stop. Name it.
So this special save file has, it's equipped to fight these super bosses.
We're gonna have a slim second fight. So what even is this boss?
It's here. The boss is around the bottom of this wrist. And, oh, he's here. So the Blizzard Belgus is, I'll tell you when to start. Also, I need to change my party quickly because, Ricky. I use Ricky in this fight, not Fiora. Alright. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Looks like we don't have a choice.
So, the Blizzard Belgus is 15 levels above me. And he is very deadly. In fact, he's so deadly that I'm going to use Monado armor straight away because he has a move that can wipe out my entire party.
Alright, I'm feeling it. We can definitely do this.
Okay, so I'm waiting until... Okay. Sorry, this is a little bit hard to commentate, especially because this fight is really hard. So, I activated a chain attack here.
Done that.
And,
We're counting on you.
And that does more damage. And toppling an enemy means that he's going to be disabled for a limited amount of time. And Ricky here has the ability called Happy Happy, which fills your party gauge up by 1/3. And that gives me an extra revive, which makes this fight a little bit safer. I'm going to heal Gunban because he's a little bit low.
Shadow Eye. Split it. Now perfect for a chain attack.
I'm going to activate another chain attack here. I'm surprised he hasn't done any of these moves that require to have a vision. Yeah.
Done that. We're counting on you.
Aha! Steel strike! Ricky!
Yeah, Ricky go! So when a third chain attack ends, you have a chance to continue it. and
This is the
I
Monada's
pulled it
power.
off. And I'm going to activate this
How's
to
this?
continue my chain. White
Keep it
white
up.
arts,
Ah.
white arts
I'll cut you off
are
as
pretty much
time
neutral,
is up.
and they continue your
More.
chain, and your damage is increased when you're able to pull off that combo.
One more. Leave it to me.
So right now I'm going to get max chain,
Take this.
which is 5 times, and I
Keep
do
it up.
5 times
Here
the
I
normal
come.
damage I do.
Gale Flash. Good job, everyone. We did it.
He should be activating like a move that requires division right now.
Ricky. Awesome. Inspirational. Let's do
Or
this.
maybe not. Okay, sure.
Stream Edge. Done that. We're counting on you. Here I come. Ricky.
I never had this good luck against it before. This is crazy.
Perfect. Just like old.
No. I'm not counting chickens till they hatch yet. So he can kill me anytime. Alright, so this is the move that can kill me instantly if I don't have neither armor up. Fortunately, I've got a vision for it. Sometimes you do not
Let's
get a
keep up
vision
the
for
pressure.
this.
They're still away. Take this.
So I'm going to activate Monado Armor,
Monado. Attack.
which increases my defense and Aether defense. And then I'm going to activate Chain Attack here, just in case Shulk ends up on 1 HP.
Ah! Done that. We're counting on you. Leave it to me. Steel strike. Ricky, don't mess up.
Leave it to Hero Pod.
Okay, guys. Now we're fully together.
Again.
Okay, my turn.
I don't know my... Okay, so I'm in a dilemma where I don't have my oh, okay, well it didn't continue on anyway, but if I could continue on, then I would
We can definitely do this. Ha! Oh no! Sure. Forget it. Thank you. Ha! Ha! Okay. Here we
Diamond was
go.
gonna die if I didn't
Stream
activate it
Edge.
there.
Dunban. Here I come. Huh. Ricky.
Leave it to Hero Pod. Happy time. One more.
Leave it to me. Monado, lend us your power. Nothing's gonna stop me. Keep it up. Leave it to me. I'll cut you all to shreds. You cannot escape.
Leave it to Hero Pod. Again.
Got it. Take this.
Ooh, this
Keep
is
it
a really
up.
good chain attack.
Leave it to me. Gale Flash. You cannot escape.
Okay, so
it
Ricky
to
doesn't have
Hero
any
Pod.
more arts that I can chain off of, so I'm gonna use Tantrum because I'm mad.
Wow.
Perfect.
I can't continue it. This is insanely good luck
Yeah.
though.
All right. Time for a chain attack. Okay.
And
we
he just
go.
activated his Crazy Aura.
Wah!
Dang.
Dunban. We're
So I can't
counting on
topple
you.
him anymore.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure I
Steel
can't.
strike.
Yeah.
Ricky, don't mess up.
Leave it to Hero Pod.
Okay, guys. Now we're fully together.
Again.
Okay, my turn. Shadow Eye. Not bad.
So this fight might go really badly for me now because he's got his Crazy Aura.
This will leave a mark.
Also, I didn't use Shaker
All
Edge.
together now.
Oops.
Ha! Yeah! We can
And
definitely.
this chain attack should
Here we
finish him
go.
off.
Wah! Dunban, here I come. Ricky, don't mess up.
Here Ricky go.
I'm just gonna use
Happy time. Ricky, high five.
Wow, he didn't.
Perfect. We are at one at the battlefield.
Oh yeah!
Mighty hero.
Alright, let's go.
See that you're in pain.
That was a really good fight against
Nothing
Felgus.
can beat
Probably
Ricky.
one of my best fights
Dunban,
against
you're
him.
embarrassing Ricky.
But yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed that. And I'll be back tomorrow night with Mario Kart 8.
Alright, let's move to the next one, which I believe is
Alright.
Super Mario.
could have